Why didn't anyone tell me?
Hello, welcome back to the Show They Don't Tell You podcast. We are joined today by my lovely co-host and husband, Steve Greene,
Hello.
comedy on YouTube, and also Brandy and Julie, who are from the Dumb Gay Politics podcast. They're a comedy duo. You are on a TV show called People's Couch on Bravo that went through like 5 seasons, is it? 5 or 6 seasons?
Yeah,
like a lot of seasons.
17
Yeah.
seasons.
17. It felt like 17.
That's right.
It was in dog years.
Yeah.
I don't know, seasons. TV personalities, lovely TV personalities. You're so funny. I watched a bunch of you guys' videos, and it's just funny, good dynamic going on. Thank you for being
Good
here
energy.
Thank
As
you.
well.
Thank you.
And you too.
I don't say
Likewise,
that
you
often.
guys.
Thank you.
You don't?
don't?
I don't. I rescind
That's
often.
true. That's true. He hates everyone.
I do.
No, I believe it. I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm like that too.
Yeah.
But you're working on it for 20
It's
years.
my default.
I am working on it.
Hey,
it's
me too.
It's
Hey,
one of my.
this is our year. We're gonna do it.
Ow, it's one of my. And then I got something in my eye.
You pounded it too hard.
Karma's like, please
That
don't
stone
like
got put into
anyone.
my eye.
Yeah, exactly.
It is one of the things because I'm a terrible person, so I'm trying to open up a little bit.
Oh, that's nice. Me
'Cause
too.
you are?
Yeah.
Because are we judgmental?
I think so. Yeah, we're judgy.
Yes.
I think we're very defensive.
Oh my God, I'm the
Yeah.
most defensive.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
the
really
most.
don't have. I don't have a lot of reason to be so defensive.
None. We have none.
Right.
That's why we're defensive.
You
Exactly.
just don't want to get hurt. Your
Oh my
little
God.
baby's inside. That's what it is.
Can we just go somewhere and talk?
We can't. We're good.
do
Well,
that.
I'm glad we're trying. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Today we're going to talk about the reality behind reality TV because you guys have had a lot of experience with it. And I think it's just so fascinating. We watched that show Unreal. Have you seen that?
I never watched it.
Are you
never
kidding
watched-
me?
Oh my God,
You'll
watch
love
it.
it.
You will love it.
It's awesome.
Especially having experienced that.
We tried to pitch a show kind of like that.
We did.
So we
I
feel
get
like
it.
we know.
Oh, you're bitter
I've been
about
there.
it.
I would be.
Yeah.
I had the
I
idea
get
for
it.
Ted before Ted came out, and I was so fucking pissed about Ted.
Oh, please.
Was it a talking teddy bear?
Yes. No, it was a shit talking teddy bear who a kid makes a wish, and then a shit talking teddy bear helps him with all his problems. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I must have said it out loud to my buddy Mike Gallagher at so many
Mike,
coffee shops
we're looking at
and
you.
so many Thai food restaurants that I'm like, damn, dude. I need to find out who wrote this thing and if they frequented those locations.
Well, it's a fact that once you have an idea, like, first of all, it's out there now. You need to try and snatch it back because the universe will get it. Have you ever heard? So if they put a bunch of people in a room and they give them a crossword, this really happened. Nobody could do the crossword. Then they took one person outside and showed them all the answers posted outside the door and sent that person back in. The person just sat there and completed the crossword. Then every other person figured it out. Once the answer is in the air, anyone can get
Anyone
it.
can grasp it. You just have to be
Whoa.
tuned into the right frequency.
Yes.
See, we're all energy people. We're all made of energy. You just got to change your energy, change your frequency. You could attract all the answers in life.
Too many
and across
Thai
the puzzles.
awesome.
Too much pad thai.
I love how woo-woo and how real that is.
Yeah,
At the same
true.
time.
Well, see, because there's a really fine line between woo woo and real because its frequencies are real. You
Yes.
know, there's proof that frequencies are in the air.
Or even
So
that
what the
feeling
fuck
that,
is on those
you know,
frequencies?
when everyone watches a movie together and at the end we all feel a certain way.
Yes.
Like I feel like that's almost the same thing as like a lot of the woo-woo energy stuff. It's the same exact shit.
Yeah. Did Requiem
Like,
for a
what's the
Dream fuck
difference?
you up? Because that one really fucked me,
Me
up for
too.
a while.
I will not watch that movie.
I won't either.
you
Or
shouldn't.
Trainspotting. I won't watch that shit
I was
either.
literally
Ugh,
depressed for like
Trainspotting.
2 weeks. I was like, what's the point of life?
No.
I did a lot of drugs the night before Requiem. It was
Really?
I think I watched it the day after my birthday or something because my birthday's in January. It's like an Oscar movie.
Yeah.
And I like on a screener.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way, then.
Thank you. It's
Yeah,
coming up.
big time, big ups.
And it was not the movie to watch hungover on drugs.
Oh, really?
Requiem is crazy.
Have you
I
even
haven't
seen
seen
it?
it.
You haven't seen it?
No, because I'm too scared
Don't
of it.
see it.
Don't see it.
It's not a scary movie, but it's like a fuck you up movie. Like
Yeah.
it'll.
Well, it's Darren
just-
Aronofsky. Watch Black
Oh,
Swan.
I've seen Black Swan.
Yeah, and well, I should do it.
Yeah.
Requiem's
okay, I've been
like
there.
10 times worse
Yes.
than that.
Oh, really?
It's like,
more
it's
trip?
like Requiem's the kidney stones, and you're talking about giving birth. This is like way more painful.
Oh, wow.
Which
Yeah.
you guys, protect your feelings. Be in your little
Yes.
Sometimes I like to get drunk and watch Flight with Denzel Washington.
Oh,
Dude,
oh my
there is
God.
not a
That's
day
a
that
fun
goes
one.
by without him talking about Flight.
Best
Do you want to
part
hear
when
about
he
this
rolls
forever?
out of the hooker with
You know what I'm
with the
saying?
Coke.
The best. I always wanted to watch that movie while drinking and doing coke as an upper to try to get me through the movie.
Yes.
But, you
I
know.
mean, there are movies to watch while doing that.
Yeah, but I think Flight is the one. one to
That
do
is,
that.
yes. It's so good.
Disclaimer: Steve has never done coke.
I haven't.
So
But
it's
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
it's really
Give it a
funny
try.
to say that.
Give it a try.
I'm gonna.
2019.
Thank you, 2019. See,
new
exactly.
year.
We're expanding our horizons
Try
to
to
being
fly a
less
plane.
offensive.
Land a plane.
Do it.
Yeah, I've been so defensive about coke, and I think I should open my eyes.
You should
to it.
open
Yeah,
it.
open your
You should
mind.
just try it.
Requiem though features a woman who's on diet pills and scared of the fridge. So it's not just street drugs. It's also just everyday
Just
pills.
everyday drugs.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a great movie and a really sad, depressing movie, and it messes with you.
Yeah. It's a one-timer.
We're just gonna talk about it for the next hour. I think we should.
This is a should they don't tell you about Requiem for a Dream and how it'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Just change the
Exactly.
title. Just change
Well,
it.
what we're gonna do in 2019, what I've been learning is, of course, the frequency, putting out. If we got to put out what we want,
Yes.
in a positive way, and then try and
Have you
see
done
it.
that before and it's worked for you?
I've put out negative things before and it's
Same.
worked for me.
Oh my god. Same.
I'll tell you that, you guys.
Same.
So now I'm trying to just keep it
yeah.
very
just-
positive.
You just fucking lose it in traffic. You just fucking lose it on somebody.
Oh, wow.
I did it.
Yes.
Yeah, I did it the other day.
That's the
'Cause-
lightest form of you losing it.
I did it the other day because I was driving while on Percocet, and I was like, yeah, and it just heightens everything. You know what I'm saying? It heightens everything.
Yeah.
And,
No,
and
he
this
did
guy
not.
cut me off, and I was like, fuck this motherfucking guy. And I was like, no, I've really actually had it. So it honked, and I pulled up alongside him, and then I just let him know every single thing I think that sucks about him and his stupid car and his stupid fucking bumper sticker that's all ripped up. He had an Aerosmith bumper sticker, which was like, wow,
was like,
dude.
Hey, I like
Healing.
Aerosmith.
I like Aerosmith too, but I hated Aerosmith when I was talking to this guy.
Oh, okay.
Bumper
I thought they
stickers.
suck.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you like butt rock and shit. But I fucking love Aerosmith. It's
Butt
not
rock.
Even, yeah, you know what I mean? But it's not even representative of how I actually feel. I
Right.
just wanted to tear this fool down.
I'm taking butt rock as my own in 2019.
I love butt rock. It's
I'm
fun.
taking it. I love that phrase.
Yeah.
Butt rock loser.
You know what I'm talking about when you hear butt rock, right? You're like, oh, I know what butt
The
rock
like
is.
Creed,
Yeah, karaoke, rock and roll.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. See? Oh my God.
Creed.
With arms wide open. I mean, he's insane.
Exactly.
That's butt rock.
Pro-life, babies. Yeah.
Right?
Just stop
I'm like,
it.
give me another drink. Where's the fucking waitress?
Yeah.
It could be a
Like I hear
waiter.
that. Well, sure. I hope it's a waiter.
2019. So reality TV. How did you get into that? How did that happen? Were you just one day like, we should switch over to reality TV, or did it happen to you?
Now, for People's Couch,
Yes.
so I saw an audition listed, and it said, watch TV with your friends.
Where was it
free.
posted?
For free.
It was on.
Oh my God,
yes.
yeah.
Was it on
yes.
LA Casting?
Yeah,
or-
of course.
Okay.
Troll,
Yeah, for sure.
So, and I then called Brandy and I was like, we got to do this thing with this show.
She forwarded it to me, and I was like, I remember looking at it and being like, no, I don't think so.
Really? That's like the easiest sell of all time.
It was for free.
For no
For
money.
free.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
So it was
For
like
3 weeks. Then I was
For
like, go
free.
fuck yourself.
2 weeks.
No.
Right.
And then I was probably going through woo woo and being like, I need to say yes to things and be more, And I'm like, we were obsessed with a show called Movie Mob, which was on Reels. Like back in like 2008, and it was like people that would go to the movies and they would reenact the movies. And then, I mean, not to talk about anything YouTube because that's embarrassing in front of you guys, but we would then do it on YouTube in this our show called In Your Box Office, and no one looked at it. But
Oh, I think I watched that.
it was like those videos.
Yeah, I was like looking you guys up, and I was like, oh, this is like a good concept because you did it back in the day, so it was
Yeah,
like that was like a YouTube style back then.
Yeah, so we were like, why would do In Your Box Office and then not do
Movie Mob.
the same thing, or
Right,
not
yes.
do basically Movie Mob for TV?
Because one you own and the other one you don't own.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, I'm glad you guys ended up doing it.
So we did it, and we did it for 3 weeks for free. We got cast in it, and it was no money. And we were like, okay,
was it fun?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it
was
was
fun.
watching.
Oh,
TV.
that's good.
Was it like 9 to 5?
Yeah,
No, it kind of was.
It was
kinda
like 3 to like midnight,
Wow.
and
That's a chunk.
they put cameras on remote control, so no one's in there.
Oh.
But they make us drink, so we were
Oh, they
drinking.
make you drink? That's tight.
Sounds like a science experiment.
Yeah.
We were
we
drinking
drank.
and eat so many Cheez-Its. I mean, when People's Couch got canceled, that was the sad thing. Is I was like, I'm gonna miss Cheez-Its, Doritos.
That sounds just like a regular day or night
beautiful.
at our house.
Yeah.
You guys do not go in on Cheez-Its
No, we
and
don't do
Cheetos
Cheetos.
casually.
No,
Yeah,
no,
see?
we don't.
If you ever do a snack, you're definitely doing a Trader Joe's.
It has
bullshit.
to be. Yeah.
Well, we do a T-bell. We do the
We
T-bell.
do a T-bell,
Yeah, we
but that's
fucked
not
it
a
up.
snack. What's like a snack that we do? I don't know.
Like a crunchy.
Yeah,
Nah,
like
no,
a
No
crunchy.
one does it. We're in
Popcorn?
2019.
No.
We're not going in
There,
on that.
dude,
ate
dill
everything.
pickle popcorn though from TJ's. It's a seasonal popcorn. It is so fucking good. You need to to stock up
nice.
on that when they have it. He's nodding at me.
should have bought more.
Andrew
I
behind
should
the
have bought
camera.
I do love popcorn.
And that sounds so good.
It does sound
It's
good.
so good. You like popcorn? You like dill pickles? Put them together.
Yes, that sounds
It
heaven.
doesn't sound. It's a bad pitch. It doesn't sound like
well,
it
I
belongs.
thought
No,
that
it
sounds
sounds
good to
good.
me.
Does it really?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it sounds
My
good.
bad. All right,
It sounds
I'm down.
good.
No,
Just
man.
smoke
It
more
sounds good.
weed or something. I don't know what's wrong
It
with you.
does.
Maybe it's
My
your
bad.
dick right now. Like, we're still the same day that Steve got his stint removed out of his,
Yes.
dick.
Thank you.
Julie, how's your dick?
It's okay.
No. Congrats.
I don't like to talk about
What's it like?
Well,
Just-
Steve talked about his
just 10
uterus.
dicks.
You could talk about your dick.
That's true.
I talked about my uterine wall.
Many people do think I have one, so
Oh.
you know how it is.
We'll just talk
This
about like
voice.
it's big. Maybe you have big dick energy. That's what it is.
Oh my god!
yeah.
That is so. I don't. I don't. I don't.
Such a hater. You got to take it
Dude,
away.
I'm
I love
saying
it.
that.
I love it.
Defensive.
Two.
I
I'm
absolutely love it.
defensive.
I know exactly who you are, by the way. 'Cause you're already my best friend.
You're actually just like my best friend. My
Yeah.
friend Tara. Shout out. What?
That's true.
She's
Is she
actually
a big
That's
Les
true.
or
Very
what?
similar
is-
energy.
Yeah. Right? Like you're so lovable, but then you're like, no one loves me.
Oh my
Is
god!
Tara a lesbian?
Yeah, we get you.
No,
No.
she's
Not, yet. The answer we like that for that is
But
not
like
yet.
she's
Not yet,
she's
yeah.
actually, I'm not to put her on blast, but she said that like she would eat me out if I want, like if I
my
wanted to,
gosh.
like
compliment.
and she's like just to try it, like
a
she
compliment.
would, and I'm like, wow, I would never do it just to try it. So like, good on her. Like maybe she's you know
2019. You know what I
Right?
mean? It's 2019.
I know exactly.
Just whatever. 2019.
she's engaged now though. Oh my god, what kind of bad luck happened just now?
I don't know.
I
I,
think there's no higher compliment.
I
than
thought
what she
I know that's
paid
what I
you.
was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, I mean, if I was gonna go my first time, I would think you would seem like a good candidate, and then this
Yeah.
went.
Thank
and
you.
I was like,
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
rose fell over.
Yeah.
For those of you just listening, our set got destroyed.
Or maybe you have the benefit. Or
went down.
maybe you have
Maybe
the
it's
benefit of
losing
watching
my
it.
flower.
Yeah, oh,
to,
yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God.
You know, the worst part about doing People's Couch was stopping doing People's Couch.
Yeah.
Aw.
truly,
We
and it,
love doing it.
That's sweet.
and it
You know
like
what
it
tip-
like showed me that I started looking at people on TV and being like, wow, that must really fucking suck when you
Yep.
are, because we didn't really get paid anything. So at least because we also did Vanderpump Rules. We hosted the Vanderpump Rules after show, which was more money for Bravo. And Julie does stand up and did a million TV shows. But it's like when you're on a show and you're not getting paid, at least when it goes off, you're not like, I'm broke now. You're like, I never had any money. But people do network shows for 2 years or 1 year and they go off. And I remember knowing this guy who was on JAG. He had a house in Sherman Oaks. He had 2 kids. He was divorced. But it's Sherman Oaks. That's not Beverly Hills. You know, it's the Beverly Hills of the Valley.
Yeah,
yeah,
for
that's
sure.
what I call it.
Yeah, but
Yeah. And Studio City.
When he was on JAG for 10 years. I mean, that's a network show. It was like, what, CBS, I think?
Yes.
And when it went off, I mean, he immediately had to sell his house.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
assuming he was making at least
Paycheck to paycheck.
$60,000 an episode.
What? How do you,
You
not
need
save
to-
any of
But
that,
that's
bro?
the thing is they do not tell you how to manage money. That's
They
a separate episode, but like I think it's for a reason. Like
That's
they
like
don't
some
want you to
Nicolas
win.
Cage shit.
No, and they also, that's just shit they don't tell you about ever having your dream come true, is that
Yeah.
what do you do when you've gotten it and then now you have to go back to being like, I'm hustling again. Like
Yeah.
it's
Sure.
really a weird
It's like those
feeling.
child actors that they get famous, but like their parents took all their money, so then they have to go get real jobs, but everyone recognizes them, so then they just
Yep.
get like cracked out of their minds.
Or
Yeah.
like the guy who drives Lyft from, well, first of all, the Cosby Show guy. And he's like an actor.
Oh yeah, he was working at Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they blew him up about it, and
Oh,
then he had
that's
to
so
quit his job
sad.
because he was getting like harassed about it.
Because
Um,
ultimately your dream could come true, but it doesn't. Your
Stay
dream
true.
but it doesn't stay
Yes.
true.
That's what they say is maintaining is way harder than getting it. Mm-hmm.
Because you could get it multiple times. I mean, really,
Or-
none,
yeah.
or once, and then never have it again.
See, it's good that we never got our dreams.
I love
That's
it.
right.
I love
it. Is. Honestly, it's like, it's not as bad as you think. Like, I mean, whenever I've made like a ton of money, I wake up in the middle of the night like, what am I going to do for taxes? Oh my God, I'm going to
Oh
be so
my God,
screwed.
we were just talking
Yeah.
about taxes, and they're so confusing, and the rules change every year, and it's just like it's just impossible to keep up. And my dad's a CPA, and I don't understand anything. Like I
You
know
think
nothing.
she has a huge advantage, but really,
but it's really not.
She's
like,
mired
'cause
even worse.
He's even having to keep up with tax laws every year. You know, it's crazy.
And
Go to
that's why
conventions.
Jim Parsons turned down $50 million
I
for.
can't,
Oh,
I
that
can't sleep at
grosses
night.
me out.
I can't sleep at night for that alone.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't. $50 million.
No, but the idea. Hold
He
on.
said no.
Here's the thing.
He said no.
From
The
Big Bang
idea
Theory.
that he suddenly grew integrity about the type of show he was making, like at the
After
very
9
end of the
seasons?
run
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
show,
and,
he's like, no,
and
I
everyone
think
else
I'm
was going to get
quite
$1 million
done with
an
this
episode,
format.
and they won't now.
Right.
It's like, dude, you just made like fucking $200 million like in 10 seasons, and he's like, on 11th, I don't think so.
And
Right.
now no one else will make their money.
Exactly. All
Yeah.
those people out of work because
Yeah.
of him and his integrity.
Right, exactly.
We hate you, Jim Parsons.
No, I
Seriously.
hate
How
now
dare
is I call him the Verizon guy because he really ruined his fucking image.
Well, because he was switched over. Is that
No,
what you-
no, not that cat. The dude who was on the nerd show.
Tom Middleditch.
Tom Middleditch.
Yeah.
absolutely jumped his reputation.
Valley,
bro.
what's it called, the Silicon Valley? What is it called?
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley. Now he's the Verizon guy.
Yes. Right.
On every fucking
But
Verizon
I used to watch
commercial.
him when he was in Diamond Lion at UCV, and before he was famous, and I liked the other members better, but like I really liked that improv group a lot, and so he could have just knock on Verizon and been like a Diamond Lion person.
He could have just done like
Forever in my
one
mind.
Verizon commercial, and the cat instead does 130 a year.
Well, he wants that money.
Hey, I don't hate on that.
He needs
but,
that money.
Oh my God, I just can't handle it anymore.
No, those are annoying commercials.
They're-
It's the
Yeah,
worst.
they
The
are.
worst.
And you can't skip them on TV. Like on YouTube,
No.
at least you can go skip, but
Yeah.
on TV.
But then you will see where Tom's at when he takes that Verizon money, honey, and then he's like knocking on doors again, and he's like having to take his headshot in. And he's like,
Yeah.
"What happened?" And it's like, Verizon happened.
Yeah, it's like, hey, dude, you want to play this guy Henry in this new show? Well, guess what? I see a Verizon asshole when I look at you. Now.
Well, here's
so
the
you're
thing,
branded
though,
that
is
way.
if that happened to me, and I was like, okay, I'll sacrifice my pride and be on an annoying spokesperson for a commercial or whatever. I would take that money and then I would fund my own production and then be like, here's what I could really do. But that's all in my head, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but-
anything just buy yourself onto TV, you know,
Yeah,
like
you
just
just
make
buy
your own
yourself.
show.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to.
Like George, what's his face that just bought like his show on the network?
He bought his own show.
What's his name?
Yes.
George. He's Latino guy.
Lopez?
Lopez. Yeah, he bought that show.
He did?
Yeah,
What are you talking
he bought
about?
that spot on the show, or maybe I'm
The George Lopez show?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
Wow.
Google it.
No,
Google
it's
it.
kind of like so the girl from the Flo from all those insurance commercials.
Yep.
She's like a really funny improviser for many years
Yeah.
at Groundlings, but nobody knows her as that. She's just Flo now. And then I think she started having family and kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she's just now Flo.
Well, she has accepted that though.
Yeah,
like
for
I read
sure.
a bunch of articles and she's like, yeah, it's kind of tight because like I can take
gotta
care of my
be.
family and
Right.
like now I can just go be part of my improv group and not have to worry about money and it's like
yeah.
kind of dope. Like
That's pretty nice.
It's pretty
Makes it sound
sick. So
good.
selling, there's some positive sides to selling
Right.
out.
Yeah.
So,
If you
obviously.
accept it.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
yeah.
the Verizon guy, who's the Sprint guy now.
oh yeah, that's
That's
what
what I'm
originally
saying.
was
No
thinking.
loyalty. That's what I don't like about that guy. It's not about
And
the
now
money.
Sprint
no
is
loyalty.
Sprint is being eaten by T-Mobile, so I wonder if he's gonna be the T-Mobile guy. We don't know.
He definitely
No,
ruined.
you know who's the T-Mobile guy is? Is breakdancers for some reason. They have such a cool image now.
When
It's like
dressed in
drummers
pink.
and fucking breakdancers and nightclub things.
They actually filmed T-Mobile spots here in this very studio.
Oh.
A couple years ago.
Oh, the studio.
Wow.
Right here,
Jesus.
where you're sitting.
Can
No,
we talk about Boost Mobile instead?
Anyway,
let's get back to
exactly.
top. We'll get
Let's-
back to
let's-
Boost Mobile.
This looks more like a Boost Mobile kind of studio, if I'm being
does,
real.
me too.
Okay. Like,
We're
let's
not
keep
gonna hate
it
on you
real,
for
you
that.
guys.
It's like a Go phone. Like, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a burner.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Nokia.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we were talking about drugs earlier, so
That's
you
true.
know, there you go. It's a burner phone. Let's
wanna
get
talk
back
about
to talking about
reality
reality TV. Yes.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so you know what actually pisses me off is that people always hate on reality TV. They always are like, "Oh, yeah, that reality TV is so silly stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, like what do you watch? Game of Thrones, probably.
Yeah.
Where they have to have fucking every 8 minutes because the writing is so lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like every scene's got to be like, hello, I'm Drago. Like I'm going to lay in bed with my women now. It's the same fucking shit as the Bachelor jacuzzi scene. What's the difference?
Right.
Exactly.
The only difference is that his name is like some medieval name and he's wearing fucking headdress.
You start realizing the stellar acting on like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. They have to
Oh,
come
yeah.
in like Kim, Courtney. Okay, talk about how weird your mom is, and then they're like, "So, mom," and they are always eating salads, and you're like, "This is fascinating."
Right.
They're just improving this.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Off
she's
the
like,
top of their
if
head.
anything, it's like, can I get another salad? Because I probably am pretty done with this one.
Yeah.
Well, and anyone who thinks that like it's reality TV is beneath you because you're a real actor.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to get it together.
Exactly.
Well, I used to think
Because-
that about vlogging, like on YouTube, because it's so different. Because I was, you're trained as an actor, you don't look at the camera, you're playing a character, all this stuff. And then everyone on YouTube's like, you got to vlog. And I'm like, oh, that's not me. I could never with this thing. But then when you think about it, like we're all, like the entertainment industry as a whole, whether you got into acting or you're into vlogging or whatever it is, you're just sharing a story. You're sharing a story from a perspective of a character or you're from your own perspective, and you're sharing parts of the human condition with other people, okay?
Nice.
Making people not feel so alone. So it's not bad, okay? It's not bad that I vlog.
Well, we
No,
also,
it is not.
Thank you.
People love shaming all of us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
And
we're
they-
not on fucking Walking Dead.
Right.
Fuck that.
That's
okay,
what I'm saying.
Rick.
Well, and acting schools want to be an elitist and make themselves entitled to some art form
Yeah.
and this craft that we own, and people are like, "Ugh, the craft and whatever.
Yeah.
And like But what they didn't teach us was how to make a living. They didn't teach us that we need to make money.
The business of acting.
The business of acting,
Yes.
which is, and what is the line? Acting is.
Oh, acting is nothing more than simply pretending to act.
So,
I love that.
So who cares?
Yeah.
And like however you want to express yourself, and even if you're backed into a corner and that's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Like that's how you have to do it then.
What is more Meisner and being in the moment than improving on reality TV?
Exactly.
So
And they make you
suck
do it
dicks acting
again.
class.
Right.
They're like, okay,
Right.
can you do that again? It's like, not really. Yeah. We were just living, but okay. And then we
Right.
let it go. And a lot of that stuff's, you're always putting it on. It's like a commercial audition or anything. It's like you're like being more enthusiastic. You're being the best version
that.
of yourself.
God.
Oh, so
And
it's
even
more
watching
energy. More
Yeah.
energy.
It's like living Instagram.
Yes, exactly.
I hate that note, by the way, more energy. I used to get that one
worst.
all the time.
It's the worst.
And at the end of the day, nobody in my opinion, in the entertainment industry, no one. It's not like being a lawyer. You go to school, you hear the books, here's the law, you learn the law, and now you are a lawyer. Acting, writing, whatever, you are that thing because you are doing it. Period. The end. That's it.
And it's all subjective, too.
Yeah.
Like,
It all is.
over whether that's
Who
good
cares?
or not good.
The second you decide you're a writer, you are one.
That's
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Not
Or
like
an
I'm a
actor.
lawyer. Yeah,
Any of
exactly.
it. Actor, whatever you are, person, like you are it because you're either doing it or you say you're doing it. Other than that, it's just like, so what? How you do it is however the fuck you want to do it.
Yeah.
So don't judge me.
Yeah.
2019.
Get him. Get
You
him.
know who I
Get
judge
him.
is Daniel Day-Lewis, like being Abraham Lincoln in West Virginia, paying for something with fucking 1880s coins.
Right, and why
Yes.
does that make him?
Yeah.
Makes
I
him
know,
a
I can't.
genius, you know? I just fucking love it. That's the shit that to me is reality TV moves.
Yeah, and he called what's her name?
Sally Fields.
Yeah, Sally Field
Yeah.
as Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
And poor Sally Field's like, oh
Yeah.
God, I'm 100 years old. Why am
Yeah,
I
right.
dealing with this
But you're
shit?
calling on the phone.
Oh,
It's
yeah, on
Abraham
your cell
Lincoln.
phone.
He didn't have a phone.
It's the best.
Hello,
Yeah.
Sally.
Call me on the phonograph, pal.
Right.
Get back to me on
Send
air.
a letter. Get back to
Send a
being
homing
an-
pigeon.
Yeah.
I cannot
acting.
with the elitism of acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're anyone who went to any kind of theater school or acting school, we're it becomes ingrained in you, and then you have to break free of it because you're confined by. I would never do that. Oh, I would never do that.
Yeah,
I would
my
never do that.
character
I
would
would never
never.
do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Or my character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your
Please.
character, asshole.
backstory.
Somebody else wrote the character, okay? Just chill over
And
there.
even then, you're not. Even a garbage man's job is harder than that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You're just
Yeah.
acting.
Garbage man, one of the easiest jobs, of course.
And
Oh, and I hate the.
I mean, I'm saying that's a hard job.
I'm with you. I've
That is
never
a
seen an
hard
easier job
job.
performed.
No, that is a hard job.
Couldn't be more.
Yeah.
I don't separate my
agreement.
cans, so at my place. So I'm like, good luck to you.
You're a
Yeah,
terrible
that's
person.
right.
You
That's
know?
how you get them back.
Yeah,
Get 'em.
I'm like,
Get 'em.
try to squeeze the thing in.
That's right.
You know, you're
Those
gonna have
garbage
fun
men
here
are so
tomorrow.
elitist.
Yeah, they
Get
are.
'em.
They go by, they give me
Can't
dirty
stand
looks.
it.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
I also I forget what I was gonna say. We're good.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Julie has a theater degree, and we like to say it's just like a fake degree. And
It
sometimes
is.
she'll have like a moment where she like goes, "Ugh," and I'm like, what did you just think? And she's like, I just remembered when I had to give birth to myself, or like she'll remember like classes.
Oh, those
right,
are the
Ma'am?
best.
That's true.
Or
That is
movement
true.
classes were always funny.
Movement classes.
Oh, fucking
now,
hilarious.
I will say that I'm grateful that I had a teacher who was the first real out gay person I met was in acting class, and he came into the class with his shirt off, and he was fabulous, and he walked in angry, flamingly angry, and he sat down, and he put us in a circle, and he says, "Welcome to acting class. I'm a faggot, and if any of you have a problem with me, get the fuck out of my class." And I was like,
Did anyone leave? Please tell me
No.
someone left. Ah,
and then we proceeded to birth ourselves.
That's when you
That's
need to
really
leave.
good.
And that is how
That's
you need
really
to
good.
leave.
That's
I
great.
mean, you did all that shit where you
the
just like
best.
birth yourself, and now we're a community, and now we're fighting, and now we're feeling the fucking your
And these are
primal
people
wound.
acting elitist.
Yeah.
And now we have a political podcast, which was like out of the fire into the frying pan or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was like we deal with pretentious actors and we get to do this political podcast only because Julie. I'm like, let's just talk about fucking housewives. I don't want to figure any of that shit out. I'm like, who's the vice president? I don't know. Fucking, I thought the Holocaust was in the 1800s. I
you're the
swear to
dumb
God.
part. I see. You're the dumb part.
Yes,
But
I'm
she-
the dumb
Dumb,
one.
gay,
but she's
politics.
not.
I
But
get it
she's
now.
not.
I get
No,
it.
no.
I
But
get it.
she's not.
But
No.
that he did get it. That was the point.
I get
That's
it.
why we named
Yeah.
it that.
Yes.
And
Smart.
then it was like there is no one more pretentious, no group of people
That is true.
than people who are into politics. It is
That's true.
a nightmare.
That's so true. That's why we stay
Nightmare.
away from it.
Yeah.
We're like,
It
we,
is
no, we
a
just
nightmare.
don't do it.
Clear
Or
the
the,
crowd.
or the news.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't
oh,
watch
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
watch
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
You mean
the
Twitter?
News.
Yeah, exactly.
News
Exactly.
people doing hits.
News people. Exactly.
The best, right?
I mean,
talking all big about it.
Big and well, where do you get your? Oh, this journalist. Oh, you don't know who this journalist is? I'm like, we don't. I don't.
Like, well, I'm on tonight 7:30, so can't stay long.
And Julie says they go into the weather so that they don't have to go to war. Now they're in a hurricane, so they don't have to go to like Iraq.
It's so thirsty.
That's the
like, you know what I
best.
mean? Like you're at their hurricanes and they're like, I'm here in Florida.
Yeah. Getting ready to blow around.
And then a bag
I'm
blows
sure
by.
to get
The
blown.
bag just blew by.
Yeah. The best is when normal people walk by, like just walking, holding groceries.
Yes. Right.
And the cats are like basically trying to hold on to a telephone
Yes,
pole.
somebody walks by. There's so many videos like that. There's
I love that.
the one really good one. If you Google it, it's like
That's the pretentious
newsman.
shit.
Yes, because it's like they're blowing and then people are walking by. Or there's one where these teenage boys come by and they're like, and the guy's like, I don't know if I can hold on much longer.
Awesome.
And you know what I mean?
You know who I want to hear do the news? The guys going in the
Yeah.
back. I want to hear those guys
Yeah.
do the news, not somebody in a coif suit.
Yeah, it's dumb gay politics. That's how you
That's
can hear
good.
that.
I like that.
That's
That's
what
really
it's
good.
like.
That's a
It's
good
us
sell.
being like Trump's a fucking tool or whatever. Like we don't.
We try
half
and
the
talk to
time we don't know.
people. We've tried to talk to like. I'm dying to talk to some conservatives,
Yeah.
and we're working on that.
Yeah,
That's good.
And we've had some. I mean, we talked to Anthony Scaramucci. That was exciting.
Do you guys know who that is? Okay,
d-
good.
The Mooch, right?
The Mooch.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was very.
I know of
exciting.
him because he's on some reality show now.
Yep, Celebrity
yeah.
Big Brother.
That's
We're doing
what it is.
that.
Yeah.
We are doing that. Are you
Yes.
guys there for that?
I
For
can't
what?
wait.
Celebrity Big Brother.
When you say you're there for it, you're going to be watching
watch
it, doing a
it.
whole host
Watching
party.
it.
and
You're gonna be
everything.
couch
I'm
people,
in for
people
that.
couching, couch people.
So I've
We're
never.
always catch people for
I was
life.
just telling Nikki, I've never watched The Bachelor.
Oh yeah, we haven't watched Bachelor,
And I
and we
want
finally
to.
have the
We found it on
right
television.
cable thing to watch it, but we missed it.
Because we're cord cutters, so
we
we
missed
never
it.
had The Bachelor.
Yeah, we didn't have
for all these
cable,
years.
but then we got it so we could watch football.
Yeah.
and then now we still have it because
Yeah, so we're
of
stoked. We
that.
get to watch
Keep
The
cable.
Bachelor.
Do it. Be like
It's
adults.
just the
Yeah.
principle is that they charge way too much
Yes.
for way too little. I don't even really watch TV, so like, what do I need it for? But then like the Oscars come on, and I'm like, oh,
If you guys are
the Oscars.
actors or writers, you have to have cable or we won't have jobs.
but
Yeah, but Netflix is what's
True.
up now, and
But-
that's where all the
or-
jobs are going anyway on most of that stuff.
you could
So
build a
that's-
digital platform, and then you could have
That's
that
true.
job to fall back on.
There you go.
They don't make any money on Netflix. I'm only in this shit for the money.
I,
Like,
But yeah,
period.
I
says
love
the
it.
person that worked for free.
Exactly. That's why we were so bitter the whole time. Like, where's the money?
I want to see you in 10 years accepting an Oscar and being like, I love the art, the people. I'm one of you. Like,
Yeah,
I just want that to
exactly.
happen
I'm
so
one of
bad. I'll do everything I can to make that happen.
Good. Let's all
Only
get
because
behind that.
nobody ever says they're in it for the money like you just did. I love that.
Oh, I'm 100%. When this business got so competitive, Julie did a TV show. It's called Hollywood Darlings. It's a scripted show.
Oh.
Okay. She made $300
What?
for the day.
Man.
I'm going to correct you on that.
okay.
It was 200. So
And
I
well,
want
you
to
guys,
let
when
y'all
she-
know.
Wait, what?
And I was Airbnb-ing my house. This is how tragic this town is. I was Airbnb-ing my house for a month to live with her, and I'm like laid up on her couch, like I don't even need to worry about my shit because my mortgage is paid, honey. So I'm like eating all her food. She's out making $200 on it, doing like full improv.
Wait,
full
is
scene.
that union or not? I mean, because like that seems
That
so.
was non-union.
Yeah, it had to be
I
because
think.
like
Or no,
it was
no,
union.
it was
It was low
union.
budget.
Was
It was
But
low
it's
budget.
oh, because low budget. That's
it's
where
on
they fucked
TV.
you.
It was on actual television.
How
though.
is that even?
I
That's
don't
what's
know.
up now.
It
I'm
was on
telling
an
you guys.
on an actual network.
So they're making ad revenue off all the commercials they're selling on that network.
Yes,
and
it's on like
you're-
TBS or
it
something.
was on Pop.
You signed a
Okay,
contract.
well,
you
but
made an
still.
agreement. You know, that's
Yeah.
your argument, right?
Yeah.
When she got home, I was like this. I was like,
That's
this
what
is
they
the
say,
most,
right?
this
Yeah,
is the most competitive industry
Yeah.
in the world.
Yep.
You have 1,000 people or more competing for one part. Whenever I put anything on tape, oh, I'm not supposed to hit this. He's gonna get mad. Whenever I put anything on tape, inevitably 100% of the time, the person running the camera is like, "Oh yeah, I'm auditioning for this too," and I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Everyone's auditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To fight for what? $200?
Yes.
Why are we
Whoa.
competing
Not to
for
mention
this?
that I had to go drive my car to a place. I'm
That's
I'm
the
so
worst part.
bitter about the whole thing
That's
now.
the worst part.
Yeah,
the
spending my
audition
time.
That's I
rigmarole.
just was
callback.
talking about this because I'm like if you respect yourself, like you can't be part of the auditioning process anymore.
Yeah.
Because like I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, I think I respect myself too much this year. That's crazy. Like I've always prioritized auditions over everything else.
Everything.
But it's like no, I'm in that room. I had to cancel all my productions for the day to be in that room, and then they make me wait. I have to be on time, but they can be late. And then
That's
like
what Julie says.
there's everyone in there is
Dude.
there's so many people.
I feel like I went to one of the more recent ones was. They were like,
How to Get Away with Murder?
It was that one of them because I rushed there, and then they were 45 minutes late, and I was sitting there like, "Are you?"
And the
Is anyone
anticipation.
gonna?
Cows at
you
factory.
can't-
I've always said cows at factory farms get treated better than actors. Going to auditions because it's like at least the cows know they get the attention when they get
And
there.
I just have so much anxiety. Like, I already have anxiety to have to deal with. And then being in that waiting room for that long before going in, it gives me so much fucking anxiety. And then all the actors, sometimes they try to talk to you. Sometimes they throw off your game. Sometimes
they
they're
do.
trying to, do all this shit.
It's a whole culture in the waiting room of like I like to do this move. See it, callbacks. But that's after, because I can't do any mental game before. I'm like in my own hell. But then once I'm done and I'm free, I'm like, okay, see it, callbacks. And I'm like, that went terribly. I'm like doing the audition to myself, mumbling to the car. I'm like, everything I did wrong.
Yeah, no, that's the window audition after the fact, the windshield audition, where you're just
You keep
repeating it
doing
over
it.
and over and over
because
again.
you got plenty of time to sit in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
while
can-
you're
all the ways
confined
you
to a
could've done
small
it
little
better.
cage, aka you're in the inside of your little Audi or your little fucking car.
Yeah.
I have so many thoughts on this, but let's talk about them after this break. Hello, hope you enjoyed the podcast so far. We're taking a break to talk more to you about our podcast.
If you're enjoying the podcast, you should rate it 5 stars because that really helps us out a whole bunch.
It does help us out a lot. If you rate and review us, we would love you. We love you for doing that. Thank you for listening. This is a CastBox original, produced in partnership with Studio 71. CastBox is awesome. We love them.
They're the
It sounds,
dopest, most sickest company on the earth, in my opinion.
it sounds
And
like I'm
that's
trying
not
to
just
induct
an
you into
opinion.
a cult, but no, we really like the app. It's great.
Listen, if cults were as good as the CastBox
CastBox?
app, yeah, guess what?
Get it?
Everyone
get the
would be
name
in
right.
cults.
You'd be kicked out of this cult. if
Every
this was a
single
cult.
person would be in cults
It's a terrible
if they're
cult
as good
leader.
as this app is. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But unfortunately, they're not, which is why you should probably stay away from.
Can you
cults.
pass some of that Kool-Aid over here?
It's delicious. Try it. Hey, welcome back to Today I'll Tell You podcast.
In the
My name's
baseball
Steve
announcer
Green.
voice?
What?
In the baseball announcer
That's
voice?
not my baseball announcer voice. You want to
It
hear my
always-
baseball announcer
Yeah,
voice?
Yeah.
let's hear it.
Welcome back to the Today I'll Tell You podcast. You're listening on Radio 1. Today we're joined by our special guest, Big Gay Politics.
Big gay politics.
Big gay.
Dumb
You're
gay
not
politics.
big, not dumb.
Big double gay politics. I said it right. You guys just heard me wrong.
It's like it is with baseball guys,
Right.
baseball announcers.
Yeah.
You can't hear them, can't understand them.
You don't even understand anything.
It's like a drive-through person.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That mumbly thing.
Help you.
They've gotten better.
They have gotten better.
Yeah.
But just because technology, not because of them. So.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you.
Same type of people. Same mumbles.
True.
Same mumble
them.
problems.
Just because I can understand better because my ears are better because my technology is better. Doesn't
There
mean
you
that
go.
they're better.
That's true. So take me inside the world of reality television. What do I not know? What do most people look at and not know about it?
And what do you
Well-
wish that you would have known before?
I know that. So you guys know about RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
So we have been watching. We don't watch Bravo anymore since we aren't on Bravo, and we watched every single show on Bravo, every single one. I don't
Wow.
even care. Even the dumbest shit. People are like, I don't have time. We were like, no, we do that
Oh,
one.
our
Wait, why
last-
did you do this? Because to know your space, like that kind of thing?
No, we already did that before we got on
That's
Bravo.
how they got on. Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like manifest destiny. Remember when you said, "Has that ever worked for you?"
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
thinking positive and doing
Yeah.
it. That was
Right.
one time.
Yeah.
Or
Love it.
imitates
Now I
life.
do it
Yeah.
now.
So you probably
Beautiful.
saw the
As
last
of
guest we
now.
had
Yeah.
on right
Yes.
before you. His name's Chester C. He was on RuPaul's Drag Race as a character, or he was yeah.
Well, RuPaul's Drag Race is on
Ms.
VH1.
Cookie.
But I
Oh,
was just
competitor.
backing you up to know that we watch every reality show, right?
Got it.
On Bravo before we got on. We don't watch any Bravo now. So that's why we watch Celebrity Big Brother and
like to
every
rebel?
piece of shit. Yeah, we're just like, fuck you, Bravo. You don't want us. We don't want you.
I love that.
So
I'm
suck
so
a bag
petty.
of
I'm the
dicks.
same way.
Yeah. So now we watch every other, and we haven't done The Bachelor, but we probably will because we're so desperate for any reality. Bravo does it the best. So back in the day, Julie went on this show called RuPaul's Drag You, okay, where they take people, like, I guess, different types of fails and they give them makeovers. Julie was on the lesbo fail.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The lesbian fail episode.
I mean, wow.
So they took 3 like manly ladies, right?
Yes.
And they were going to make them into like drag queen type ladies.
Right.
Okay. So Julie is has a problem with authority and has sometimes
Really?
an attitude problem. So they
I love
they
authority.
basically sequester you in a hotel, and then
it was local, by the way.
that's
Okay.
that's a
Okay.
standard thing with reality shows, and especially competition shows. You're sequestered in a hotel, like
So
like
you don't
even-
give spoilers and all that
yeah,
stuff.
and like even Survivor, once they're kicked off, they go
Yeah.
to like another island.
They're
And
not
things
even
like
allowed
that.
to use the phone.
Yeah, so Julie left the hotel in the middle of the night. They like took her phone. Like she's like, I'm not fucking staying here, and like leaves. And like so basically when the show was over, Drag You, it was like a few days. she would leave and sneak her phone the whole time. But when it was over, we told the whole thing on a podcast and immediately got a cease and desist. And I remember sitting with her and going, yeah, if you think about it, like with the housewives, you never hear them talk about like the camera, the producers, holding, shooting. They never say any of those terms. And I'm like, what were we thinking? Like, I
don't know. I
thought
just
we
thought-
could just talk all about like.
I know all
I'm
of it.
with them.
I mean, I literally gave away like because I was genuinely hurt that I love RuPaul. We love RuPaul.
Yeah, we love
RuPaul
RuPaul.
is like a god to us. So when I on the show, they did set it up so that when you
Well,
go
don't get a cease and desist on this shit.
okay.
Whoa, no, please.
Well, then we
Give
won't
me
be
the
able to play
hits.
this.
Give me the sick news.
Okay, well, let's say, something that people might not know is if you're watching, let's say, like a competitive reality show, when people are interacting, let's say the host is interacting with a competitor, or
on The Bachelor.
or on The
host,
Bachelor. Okay,
let's say.
perfect.
Yeah.
The Bachelor. I'm sure this is happening with The
Yes.
Bachelor. So the host and The Bachelor are talking to the girls who are coming in, to whatever. So when they're talking, there's inevitably a point where the director's going to yell cut. Now, in that time, even if the director doesn't yell cut, let's say girl Bachelor talking. Girl can be like, I don't know, I'm just like love too hard or whatever. And then she's talking to him and looking at him, and he could potentially go like this. He could put his hand in his ear, and he could go put his finger up to her to tell her to stop talking, and he could go, hold on. What? And talk to whatever's in his ear. What? Uh-huh. Okay, let's try it again.
Whoa.
Even when we hosted Vanderpump, they were constantly in our ear, like,
Yes.
ask this, say this, ask this, say this. I mean, they're not telling our every word, but if we look, fixing us the whole time. We had an inner ear, a thing in our ear.
Yes. So that's something people might not know.
Yeah.
There is definitely a voice of God traveling through different people on the show.
Yeah. Because they're trying
But
to.
some people might not know. So
Okay.
I didn't know at the time, let's say.
I see.
Allegedly. And you know what I mean?
So they're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
fulfill
yeah.
a certain
You didn't know
narrative,
when you got
and if
into
you're
it.
not quite hitting that narrative, they have you do it again.
Yes.
and they try to pull a different
I
emotion
was
out
under
of
the
you.
impression we were having an actual moment.
That's so naive of you and so
Are
cute.
there ever those couch Are there ever those couch talks where it's like, I get you right now, and like I get you too, like that whole thing, and then they're like, hey, can you do that again? Like
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Why?
Because those are the tender moments that
Those are
we
the
all know and
Yeah,
love.
the cool moments when
No.
the camera guy was off and he didn't get the blocking right. Or the,
And they make
Right.
them like,
Blurry.
if let's say it's a docu soap, like all the Housewives or Vanderpump or any of those, Below Deck. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but so like
I know the Housewives.
when they
And
do
the
like
Vanderpump.
say they get in a fight on Instagram or they'll get in a fight and they're not filming, they'll make them reenact that so they can get it on. They'll be like,
Beautiful.
let's redo that at like Craig's or Pump or something.
Yeah.
For any show that goes across the board, like because they want. If they won't show it if they didn't film it, they won't show it. Like they won't show something that they don't have.
Right.
So I've heard, because I have a friend who does reality TV producing, and I've heard that the producers will pit people against one another purposefully.
Yeah, they
I mean-
completely stir the pot and
Yeah.
say this person talks shit, and they get in. Yeah,
It's like, we have a ton of footage of the whole storyline where this chick's just clowning on you the whole time.
That happens in Unreal.
Right.
In the show.
Yeah.
I'm sure Unreal is giving you all the,
The juicies.
Yeah.
the juicies,
Yeah.
because they're going to get away with saying it isn't written by not
Yeah.
having a script, but they've
Right.
already, as you know, the story producers
plot
have
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're trying to fulfill their points in their stories, and they're going to try and get into the different characters.
Has there ever been a time where they made you look bad because they edited it a certain way, like by using footage they had, but they that's not what happened and they took it out of context or anything like that?
Well, our show wasn't like that.
yeah. We at least weren't on like any kind of like drama.
Okay.
But I mean, certainly on People's Couch, we could be edited to look like we were constantly Frank and Bite.
That's true.
where they take. A lot of times they'll show someone like doing like a talking head where they're like, yeah, well, I mean, Nene's just a fucking bitch or whatever, and it'll cut away. And then the sentence sounds spliced together, so they're just making sentences out of other sentences.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We heard that all the time on People's Couch. I'd be like, I didn't
Yeah.
even say that.
Right.
I see.
And
So-
it just
Didn't you
doesn't
say
sound funny
that?
because it doesn't sound natural.
Right, or you said it an hour ago and somehow it came into this conversation.
Right.
Like those were two different conversations.
Yeah. You
Wow.
feel violated. Like, don't try and change me.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't try
yeah.
and make
we
me
get
have weird
edited.
timing.
We get edited a lot. I mean, because I certainly tend to,
Julie called one of the housewives' husbands, Peter. She called him a wife beater 50 times. She's like, this wife beater. I'm like, we're not gonna get on the edit if we keep calling him wife beater.
That is true. So I would get cut a lot from that.
Yeah.
We did get cut from Duck Dynasty because I think I called them some names too.
Yeah.
Oh no, but that's a great one.
I know.
That's a great one to be on.
We got
It's got
cut
all
out
the
of
hits
it.
on
I
it.
know, but we got cut out of that completely. That was my
And
fault.
then there was an inter-office memo that was like, no more, they're not allowed to be near Duck Dynasty. And we're like, okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
I had definitely had a problem with yeah.
I've always
Anyway,
wanted to throw a girl when she's got a full dress on into a pool while she's holding wine because that's basically a trope.
You
I would
have
say.
to.
Oh,
The other
yes.
one is,
You haven't
are we going to
lived.
talk about this at my charity event? I don't want to talk about this at my charity event.
yes.
I just don't want to get into it at my charity event. How could you bring that up at my charity event and my birthday?
Here's another one.
My birthday charity event.
I thought we were friends because I completely had her back.
She didn't
the
have my
whole
back.
time. She did not have my back. I had her back, but she didn't have my back.
I would take a bullet for my friends.
Oh, I would because I have her back.
Those are my favorite people.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
reality's
we
fun.
miss it. Yeah, we miss it.
So what do
sounds
you
like a
do?
blast.
Where do you go from there? I mean, you obviously a podcast, but like, right after when you're like, fuck, we're not on this show
It was
anymore.
we're in denial. We weren't allowed to say it was canceled, and we stayed. And that's kind of like a classic like problem. I mean, I don't know that it wasn't allowed, but they just discourage and they kind of make you hope it'll come back, and maybe it was going to in whatever window of time.
Right.
We were just like shell shocked, I think, and it was right when we found out, probably like within a month of Trump getting elected, and so it wasn't even whether you're for Trump or against Trump. Like the country was just in like absolute
that
shock.
was a bad year for my mental health.
Yeah. And so I was just, one thing with me is I was like, well, at least everybody else is depressed and drunk too.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, I just played it off like, I know this is crazy about Trump, right? Like, I'm like drinking with everyone, like, fuck this. I'm like,
Talk
crying
about the
people's couches.
frequencies. Like the frequencies that year, like were just so angry. I was
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
want to hide underneath.
And everyone, even
under a
people who
blanket.
wanted him, they're still angry.
Yeah.
Everyone's angry.
yeah.
Everyone's angry.
Everyone got
and
angrier. Yeah.
They
Angrier.
did. They
That's
really
true.
did. But so we had the podcast was like, thank God. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I mean, we're here, we're in the Boost Mobile studio, but
Yeah.
it's
Right?
still,
That's how we feel. It's kind of like when you were like, well, let's just do it for no money anyway because we already do that. It's like, well, we already talk all the time about shit that we wish we would have known. Like, let's just make a podcast and share it with people. And it's been like the most fun thing that we do.
like so rewarding. Like you don't think
Yeah.
it's going to be so rewarding, and
No.
it really is. It
I
really
also
is.
like not
like
getting
therapeutic.
dressed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
wearing
Like,
PJs.
and we're just
Oh, I love
and
it.
we're get to be, I don't know, we're hanging out.
Yeah,
we're
we're still
talking.
hanging out.
We're and that's the best. And I'm happy not to be looked at.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
We used to
Which
not
is
have
fun.
cameras on people, but yeah.
Oh, right.
Now you're being looked at. now.
Sorry.
Well, but
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
just like a different thing.
It is
when
different.
It's, I don't
Yeah.
know.
And we're
Plus,
writing
the lighting's
partners.
so bad that everyone looks fine because like you don't see any
Oh.
pores or anything. It's
'Cause
just
it's
just
fluorescent.
Yeah.
As writing partners, if you could design and write your own reality show,
Oh.
what would you have? What's your dream reality
Good
show?
journalism going on right here.
Oh, a reality
Well,
show.
we've written 2 features and 3 like TV pilots. So
Nice.
we've pitched like we pitched a show about I don't know if we should say.
I'm not sure either.
I get it.
Well,
you don't.
I
I
don't
get
know.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It could
I-
get
It's
stolen.
funny because
like
we
Ted.
write.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
Headed.
write non-reality. I mean, we will pitch reality shows, but when we've written stuff, it's been.
We pitched one called What Had Happened Was.
Oh, yeah.
And we wanted it to be like
I
where
like that title.
somebody where it's like you take like a news story, but like a common thing that people talk about, like Hillary and the emails. This is what made me want to do the show. What Had Happened Was because I'm always like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with these emails, Benghazi. I don't know anything about any of it. And so I was like, then it would like cut to somebody with like puppets and like a graph, and it'd be like, okay, here's Hillary, and it would tell of
That's fun.
what it was. It was
Yeah.
called What Had Happened Was.
Right.
And we like got pretty far with that,
Reenactments.
and then you know, our dreams don't come true.
Sure.
Right, right.
Love
That's
it.
that's a
I
reality
love
show
it.
would be called My Dreams Didn't Come True.
Really good.
That's what it'd be
I like
called.
it.
What if
Yeah.
you
I'll
just
watch it.
followed a bunch of people and to the end of the finish line, and then their dreams don't come true? That's a good show.
That'd
I'd
be on
watch it.
A&E.
Ooh,
Then
I
it would
watched
intervention would be next.
It's a show where like you know that Joe Millionaire one where they thought they were marrying a rich
Yes.
guy, but then like he
Yes.
ended up being
The
4.
fake.
Okay, so this whole time they think they got selected to have their projects get made, and the whole thing is like them like
God.
brainstorming their projects and like getting it made and all this stuff, and then at the end they're like, none of your projects are getting made, because that's the reality of this fucking industry.
Right.
No shit. And Joe
Welcome
Millionaire,
to
that guy's an
Hollywood,
actor.
bitch.
I see him all the time. I see him in every commercial.
The Joe Millionaire
Yes.
guy.
So now he's a millionaire, probably.
He's
Dude,
He
probably
probably
actually
is. I just saw him on a commercial. He's on a lawnmower. I was like, you motherfucker.
that
for you.
chick,
Brand yourself and make it happen.
Yeah.
that chick should have held on. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
because he was
Could've been
on.
real.
He was on the rise. He was going
Could've
to
been
be on
real.
that
I
show.
been
love
real.
the concept of that video.
Yeah, I mean,
of that
seriously.
show.
Wow. You know what they should do is they should do another Joe Millionaire, because I love the idea of that show. So, but here's what they should do. Okay, so you get a bunch of girls who are like, I'm proud to say that I'm a gold digger. I cannot wait to meet a man who I want to gold dig from. Right? Then you introduce her to a man, and you have him come off as a rich guy, and then you're like, psych, he wasn't a rich guy, and then the chick's like,
He's a woman.
Fuck this guy. No.
Oh.
That's better, probably better. Way better. No. Then they do the whole shit where like, fuck you. No, it's about how you lied to me and you're not rich, but it's not about how you're rich. It's about how you lied anyway. And then you're like, wait, sorry, he was a millionaire actually.
The one girl who's like, I loved you for you, Tom.
You know?
And then he's like,
For
guess
you.
what? I'm rich.
Right?
I also am a prince in Dubai, so get ready to cover your face and get all your rights taken away.
Hey, pretty good. Pretty
yeah.
good.
That throws off the him being a woman thing,
But-
though.
Right.
You get to live in Dubai. Pretty good. Pretty good trade off.
Is it?
All your freedoms for
Is it
riches.
pretty good? Oh, okay.
Pretty sweet
I
trade.
mean, Sex and the City 2 made it sound like really cool.
It
So-
sure did. It sure
They were
did.
like doing fashion runway walks in the desert, like
Yeah.
with camels and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because they were probably just sent a B crew to Dubai just for get
No, I
scenic
think it is.
shots.
Sure.
I think they got just funding, and they were like, "Let's just put it in Dubai." Like, why not?
Every housewives has gone there.
Everyone.
Because they're like, you can come here for free and stay in a room where you're surrounded by an aquarium, and there they all are, and like fucking with their faces covered, and we're like, you motherfucker.
Don't hold
Can I-
hands outside,
but
though.
can I
And don't
just-
let a man near you, or else we'll
True.
blame you for being raped.
But can I just say,
Dubai.
as a man, I would love to go to Dubai.
Of course you would.
Yeah, I
You
think
You
it's
should
really
go.
fun.
roll,
You
honey.
should go. You
should
should
go,
have
honey.
fun.
Don't you guys want to go?
You should go by yourself. You should
Like
go.
boys trip, Dubai.
Boys,
Yeah.
we're going to Dubai.
Yeah, you could go to like a strip.
know?
No,
Yeah, well,
nothing.
yeah,
Just
what
be
would
all
that be?
guys.
Yeah, what would that be?
Just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
Is
the-
it like a guy strippers? Like what do you? What is
that'd
it?
be
No, there's no
gay.
strippers.
Oh, that's true. What am I
Yeah.
thinking?
You sit
Nothing, no
down
stripping.
on like near the
go to
pool
church.
and hope you get a glimpse of an ankle, and then you're
Yeah.
like, it's so
I'm sure
hot
it's-
for an ankle,
yeah.
and you're like, I can't believe you
go
go this
I
is
can't
doing to me.
believe I saw the angle.
Yeah.
Pray to take these temptations away out of your minds.
Someone's going to write you a letter, by the way. They're going to say it's very Western. They're totally open, and I'm just telling you,
I
this is
can't wait.
Julie. I will take it all
Oh
on.
yeah, Julie does this on every podcast.
Well,
can't wait.
in Sex and
I
the
don't
City
give
too,
a fuck.
she
I
shows.
don't either.
Fuck
That's
you,
how
Dubai.
she gets a ride. She shows a leg. She shows her leg. That's how she gets a ride in Sex and the City too. So don't blame me for how I feel
Listen,
about Dubai. That's what it looks
right.
like.
Some of the finest golf courses in the world.
Are there?
Will you say that? Will you say that?
Yes. I don't know. Yes.
Say it out loud, Dubai.
Yes, some of the finest golf courses in the world.
Is where?
Where you can get raped.
No. We're just talking about the golf courses. Just
Oh,
give
I don't know.
pay Dubai a little
Yes.
compliment.
Okay.
Are women allowed to golf at the golf course?
No.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure there's areas where they can go. I don't know. But yeah.
I saw this picture of it was like a really hot day, and this guy is having a lovely swim in a stream, and his wife has to be like wrapped up in a bunch of clothes, like on the riverbank, like
Jesus.
fucking sweating her ass
I
off.
can't deal.
Oh.
I can't. You want to talk about
We're
a rage?
only-
That will.
We're
That
only
enrages
laughing
me.
because of how fucking awful it is.
Yeah,
Of course.
sorry.
By
I'm
the
so
way,
sorry.
but
And
yeah.
also, like, I'm super
Speaking of
ignorant.
letters.
I've never been to Dubai, so I'm not like, oh, this is how it is. Like, I don't know.
Well, it
anything
is how
about
it is.
I don't know
There you go.
anything about it.
Those are the laws that you can look it up. It is
Exactly.
a more Western. They do want like Western people to. They want rich people to go there. So there's going to be a bending of the rules. But the rules are the rules, and being gay is illegal. Period.
Yeah.
And if you
And
for
being
women,
trans.
well, that's you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
And then like anything with women is anything
cover up.
sexual.
They are
is-
like allowed to drive now,
They
right?
just got the right to
allowed
drive in
good for
Saudi
them.
Arabia.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Can women eat finger
Yeah.
foods in Dubai?
Probably not.
Probably
only
not.
with a glove.
See?
Can you eat
Unbelievable.
popsicles?
Sensually.
Interesting.
I think
Underneath
we
the
need a
thing.
lawyer.
Yeah.
Can we get a lawyer? Can 371 get us a lawyer for the next
Through the
episode?
thing.
Yeah. Because we don't know about the popsicle question, and I would love
Yeah,
to be able to.
between like
that.
RuPaul and the cease and desist, and now the popsicle in Dubai, we're fucked. This is shelved.
I can't think of other a dream reality show. I mean, we would want to, if we could be on a reality show, like for real.
Yes.
Even though it's been done a million times, we'd want to go. We want to travel and eat and drink.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
the,
okay.
that
What
is
we'd
the
wanna
dream.
do.
Doing a
class-
Food Network type of
We
reality
would do
show.
like
Bourdain.
an Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Like we would
Yeah.
love to like party with people
All
and
we want to
drink
do is drink and
eat.
get
Or
paid
even
for it.
Rachel Ray had one where she like found the cheapest places that were still good, and I
Right.
like that because I'm like, I'm gonna fucking need to save
You
some
want,
money.
but
I'm
you
a
want,
cheap
I feel like you want
motherfucker. I
more,
want-
Yeah.
you want more the Bourdain than the man versus food. Is that correct?
Well,
Would
We
you say
do
that?
go by all the man v food places.
I see.
we
go
have
to
been
Well,
there.
it's more accessible
Yeah,
Right.
But we
because
just
we're on
don't.
the French Riviera,
Right.
like Bourdain.
Yeah,
We've literally gone when we've traveled. We've gone to those places. We went to
Prince's Hot Chicken.
Yep.
We've gone everywhere in New Orleans. Every time we go to especially an American town, and we go wherever. Old Adam, whatever his fucking
Richmond.
name is. Yeah,
He's
You know
not
what's
on it
funny
anymore.
is I always want to go to all those places, but then I live in LA and they have like 500 of them here, and I never go to them.
right, right.
I only want to go to the ones in like Louisiana or
Yes.
whatever.
exactly.
There's ones here to go to though.
Yeah, there are. There's some good. There's Top Chef people all over town here.
That's right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
Like Ink is one of those. The Volt in-
Voltaire?
Yeah.
No, wait.
One's called Ink, and that's the.
See,
you guys
this
don't
is
watch
the whole
Top
culture,
Chef.
this whole like
Yeah.
subculture that.
But every
No,
single
it's like a
person's
sub-
like, here's an idea. We're so hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's go to bars and have them film us. Like I said, every person who's ever
Yeah.
lived.
right, right.
You know who did it right though was Dave Attell.
Oh, the late night
You ever-
after
you ever-
hours.
Insomniac.
No,
Insomniac.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a motherfucking genius show.
Right. Because he went after hours.
He was the best. And
Yeah.
and so one time a couple years ago, I was at the Upright Citizens Brigade, and a friend of mine gave me absinthe, and I was like basically laying on the street throwing
Yes.
up. And fucking who was behind me but Dave Attell? And he's like, and he was doing the same shit from Insomniac. He's like, oh yeah, man, sucks, man. It's okay, brother. You're doing good, dude. Like that kind of shit. It was dope. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, it's like my
Like you
dream
were
come true.
a little part of that
On the
life.
absinthe.
As you're,
Are you sure you didn't imagine that?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
he lives in New
He's
York.
a
Good point. Good point.
hallucination.
Well, it's definitely. I mean, I know Dave Attell was there that night,
Okay.
so I.
So maybe your subconscious
Fill in
mind.
the blank.
like,
Yeah.
Hey, don't take it away from me.
I'm so sorry.
One of my treasured
you were,
memories.
I got to be there when you were projectile vomiting in the street in
Well, that
Costa
was
Rica
from pain,
recently.
though, not
so
from fun.
okay, well, I'm just saying I got to be.
You
part
could
of
have
it
Dave
too.
Attell'd him.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be fine, brother. It's all good.
I wish you did.
I wish I did too.
Yeah, she's not as good at.
doing bits when my man is
No, not
helpless. Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
Well, we like to end the show with final thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any final
It's
thoughts?
just when you say a final ass thought.
Yeah.
Just on anything
yeah,
or
really, whatever you want. It could
Usually
be,
on the topic, but
Yeah,
you
typically.
could go
But-
nuts.
on
I don't want to
topic.
hold you back.
Well, I would say that my friend told me this quote, and her name's Liz, and I tried to get her before we came in, but it was something like, in acting, like you think when you get hired, you think you've made it, but really you just got one job.
True.
Nice.
And shows get canceled so fast these days, so fast. I know my friends that worked their whole lives to get like cast on as a series regular on a pilot, and then they get the pilot, and then they make the pilot, and then it doesn't get picked up. And it's like you have to go through so much just to get that job, like years and years and years, and then it's just like, nope.
Yeah. I think
I
you
said
have-
a depressing one. Can
Yeah,
you say?
well,
That was
I think-
good though.
Yeah, that was pretty.
It was real.
I think for this business, what you hopefully end up learning is, or you try to learn, whatever, in our thing for 2019,
Yes.
is that your dream looks like one thing, but maybe what you want to do is expand what that dream looks like to incorporate all kinds of
owning
other
a
things.
mailboxes, etc.
Yeah, right.
You know, a postal annex.
Yeah.
Like, don't
your
be
own
so
staples.
myopic in what your dream looks like and how to attain it and how to get it, and open yourself up to all the possibilities of what, you know, your creativity could offer you and what your expression or whatever it is that you feel that your art, whatever, you need to be open to all the avenues, or else you'll never. One road is one road.
Yeah.
How about that?
Wow.
You need many roads in order to travel. You don't just go on one road.
You've
you have
come
to
a
go
long
on many
way
roads.
today.
Thank
You
you.
know, you were real negative in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you now.
Yeah, look at me now.
Now
I'm proud of
you're
you.
a
Thank
guru.
you. I'm proud of you too. You
Yeah.
passed this. You
Thank you
passed
very
on.
much.
Yeah, you
Thank you.
pest, just end there. Pest.
And I just want to thank very special.
What about our final
oh
thoughts,
yeah, go ahead.
asshole?
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't have a better one than that.
I thought that was a really good. Closer.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but I just wanted to have my final thoughts for
Go ahead.
continuity. Okay.
Continuity.
I would say, like along the same lines, our job wasn't even invented yet when I wanted to be an actress growing up. You know, like so being in digital, that wasn't even a thing. So you don't even know, and if you're unwilling to adapt to new to new technology and new circumstances, then you're going to be super rigid in what you think is success and happiness.
Yes.
And I think, just like going with the flow of the universe is always like on your side. So just do that. And just like, you said it way better. So
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And, could I say something about our podcast?
No.
Please.
No.
God, why don't you do final thoughts about our damn
sorry.
podcast?
You can cut my final thought.
Plug it, plug it.
There's a lot of roads. Take them. For anybody who thinks that they don't deserve a place at the table in politics, or they're too scared, or they think they don't know enough, or they think that they
can't be part of the
they
conversation.
can't be part of the conversation, they would really enjoy our podcast, because we're making the conversation, just like you're creating the space or whatever. We're creating the space. We all deserve to be part of the conversation.
It doesn't matter if you thought the Holocaust was in the 1800s,
That's right.
like me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, everyone does really deserve to have an opinion, regardless of even if it's an uninformed one. We all deserve an opinion and to be able to voice it. And so for anyone who has those feelings or is scared of politics, just check us out, because I think that we could appeal to you.
Dumb Gay Politics podcast. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts, but especially Castbox, which we really, really like. It's a great app for listening to podcasts.
And we just want to give a shout out real quick to our sponsor today, the Dubai Tourism Board.
Yeah. I like that you're looking at your
drink,
phone.
live, and love in Dubai. And that's what they have to say.
Dubai to you.
Check it out.
Back next week.
Why didn't anyone tell me?